Hello, my friends! You are on YouTube channel Life in America with Anna Onika Judah. Our story is about Beverly Hills, a city where celebrities live. We are in a prestigious area with 90210 zip code, with the best schools and with atmosphere of chic. The city is famous due to iconic TV series Beverly Hills, popular among young audience. If you would like to visit luxurious areas of LA, you should definitely start your journey from Beverly Hills. If you would like to go for a walk in one of the most well-known areas of LA, to breathe the same air as successful and famous people breathe, then you should come to Beverly Hills. The houses in Beverly Hills are built in different architectural styles. Most often you can find here Spanish style that resembles the architecture of Spanish monasteries, with dark tiles and a facade painted in brown or sand colors. Then the Italian, or so-called Mediterranean colonial style. These are the houses painted in light colors with arched doors and windows. Europe greatly influenced the architecture of California. Houses began to look more like Italian villas and estates in England. Many houses were built based on pottery styles. This includes the Tudor style. These houses are most often built of bricks and stone masonry and have intricate decorative cladding. The interior features wooden floors, hammer beam roofs, wooden columns, white stone fireplaces, timber frames. Beverly Hills is a city with its own administration. Lawyers, businessmen, directors, and of course celebrities live here. But it's very hard to understand who these houses belong to, as they are protected by high fences or by hedge. My friends live in Beverly Hills, and they have kindly invited us to see how they remodeled and decorated their beautiful house in Tudor style.
Hi!
Hi! How are you?
Good to see you. Thank you for having me over.
Come
Good to see you.
in.
So how are you today?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I'm very happy for you having us over today. And your beautiful house was always something that inspired me, and I really wanted to talk about it because it's located in Beverly Hills, 90210, and it's like an American dream for a lot of people. So we would like to see how does it feel to live an American dream. Come on in.
Come on in. We've
Thank
been
you.
here quite a while. We came here in 1986.
Wow.
And we had to remodel the entire house. It was a smaller house. And we were attracted to it because it had an English style, and we're from England.
That's very consonant, right?
So we came here, it made us feel at home because we found an English style house.
That's very important.
So then, over the years, because we've been here so long, we expanded it and we made it more English by adding the windows that you see that are English style,
Totally.
more beams to the outside,
Nice.
and changing the floors and doing different things. So it was quite a journey because we had 4 children here.
I can imagine.
Yes.
And it was all
It wasn't always as tidy as it is now.
Well, so that's the main
This
entrance,
is the
right?
entrance
So
hall.
if you can show us
This
around.
is the last thing that we did was the flooring.
What is it called?
Well, it's a walnut floor with stone pieces inside.
And it was done by hand and it was distressed by hand.
And the architect had to first draw it out on a computer to make sure that the sizes of the squares were the right size and were uniform all the way through.
Wow, so custom made.
Oh, it had to be custom
they
made,
laid,
yeah.
they laid all the wood
Yeah.
out first and then they cut the stone to the sizes.
And then they put a special stone finish on the walls called marmarino.
Marina.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the construction part. How did all this happen?
Well, when we came here, the house was in a terrible state. It had been let go quite a bit, so we had a lot of work to do. So we had to engage an architect
Sure.
and to work closely with the designer and with Caroline to get all the finishes together. But there were some things in the house. The house was smaller, and we had to extend the hallway forward.
Interesting.
And there were some things in the house that weren't quite right. The staircase was a little bit too narrow, and it was also supported by a beam that we didn't like across here. So we had to put in different kinds of beams
Wow.
to support the heavier
Like an
staircase
architectural beam
with
across the top. to
Something
support-
that can carry
can carry the weight of the
weight.
iron.
Yeah, and that was complicated to do.
And there was another beam on that corner that we also didn't like. So then we put in a stone fireplace that was more similar to the English style from years ago.
Interesting.
So we changed the fireplace style and put the dark hardwood floors in.
Oh, that's true. The hardwood
The
floors.
hardwood is a walnut floor.
Walnut.
Walnut.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And it was all hand
used
distressed like this
hand
to match,
distressed.
and the stairs too.
That's true. It's all matching.
Yeah.
And then Caroline bought some of the pieces from England
I would-
from the living room.
We would like to hear about that. I'm sure
That was
you
Caroline.
took part in the interior design styling here.
So with the furniture, basically I knew when I was starting out, I knew what my color scheme was going to be. And I knew that, I didn't want to replicate it in the dining room, but I wanted to pull some of the elements of color that I was going to put in the dining room into here. So this was going to be my blue room, and that was going to be my blood red room.
Wow.
So I kind of had to make it work for both places because they're open plan, and they have to, you have to find a small percentage of one element to put from one room, like 10% of one color that you're going to bring from the other place
To coordinate.
to coordinate. Piece in this area that would not block the room. I wanted it to be something that you can sit on from this side if there's something going on there, or I wanted it something that you could sit that side and sit multiple people too. So
Smart.
I designed that bench, and
You did?
somebody made it for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that design.
Those chairs made me this bench exactly the way that I wanted it and the colors that I wanted.
Very stylish. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I love your dining room. Could you tell me more about it?
Well, the dining room was much smaller when we came here, and we had to push it out that way and then this way, and we added the doors to the garden from the dining room. So it became a much more larger room because Caroline likes to entertain and have lots of people for dinner, and the
I know
dining
that.
room wouldn't suffice for it. And then Caroline will tell you about the furniture.
The chairs actually were made for us in Mexico because I had seen a photograph of the chairs, and there was a place that made furniture in Mexico, and they did all this beautiful carving work, and they created them for me, and I got
Beautiful.
exactly what I wanted, which was amazing.
I think it's a great idea, and to have furniture with such a history, it's even more inspiring because I would have never known the story if you wouldn't have beautiful. And I know that you are really good at entertaining guests, and you always have a lot of interesting people over. And I know you have great dishes, English, traditional, and American, and different cuisines. I know you have a very beautiful kitchen. Would you like to show us the kitchen? Let's
Okay.
go.
Well, this is my busy place.
Thank you.
As we enter the kitchen, we notice a beautiful view. What are the Tudor-style houses famous for? For their panoramic doors that lead to a sunny terrace. The owners of the house expanded the area of the garden with a retaining wall. Caroline loves to cook and she's excellent at it. Her kitchen is her kingdom, and all within are her loyal subjects. It was entirely designed by her. As you can see, she has now brought the vision of her kitchen to life.
Like a faucet, so that if you have a big pot to fill, and you don't want to carry it from over there, from the sink full of water, like to boil pasta or something like that, you can use this and it will fill the pot with water.
Oh, that's so convenient.
Yeah, so that's what that was for.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I really like the hood. It's custom made, right?
Yeah, so the hood, I saw it in a model kitchen in the design center in near Melrose, and I didn't know where to get one. So as we were already, we had a stone guy coming in to do a new fireplace, and I'd already chosen the stone.
It's beautiful, custom made.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he has done amazing stuff. The stone guy, I mean, he's really an artist, and he did both the fireplaces and all the stuff around the door.
I think you should show us where your dishwasher is and all the equipment that you use.
So because I cook and because I like to entertain, I knew what kind of a kitchen I was going to put in. When I got the opportunity to do my kitchen, I decided that I should have 4 ovens. So that I would not be juggling the food to keep it hot and taking something out to put something in. It was driving me insane. So I wanted a lot of work surfaces so that I could have areas to prepare the food and serve the food. And then here I have one oven over here. So that was the first one, and the second one I put in over here. Full-size oven. And then this is a drawer that you can put the food that you've cooked in.
Oh,
to keep it hot.
to keep it hot.
Yeah, it's keeps the food warm and moist, so it doesn't dry up.
Nice.
So you can use that as well. Either have a sort of barbecue section in 2 of the burner spots, or you can have a place to make pancakes. I could have. So I took
How many do you have?
8.
8 burners.
Yeah, so that I can do 8 pots if I want.
Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't want, because I had the option of the 6, and then, you've got 2 more ovens here
Wow.
as well. So that kind of was my dream kitchen, and that's what we made happen. Other than that.
I think here, if you don't know how to cook, you will start cooking because it's very inspiring with all these ovens. And
Well, I always all my life wanted this kind of a cooker. So
you knew what you wanted.
finally I waited 20 years, and after we redid the kitchen, that was the one I knew I was
So it's
getting.
visualized.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was brought to life.
Yeah.
And a dishwasher.
Like a cover on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is here in the island, and then we have another one over here.
Wow.
Because-
It's hidden.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like a cabinet, but
I know.
but it's a dishwasher.
I would have never
For
thought.
me, one of the most important things to have in a kitchen is a pantry, especially if you cook. And not a cupboard or a cabinet, but a room. So we extended the dining room 2.5 feet out that way.
Wow.
So yeah, that's the pantry. So I mean,
Oh my God, so many different
Yeah.
spices.
if you can,
And very well organized.
well, I designed it
Wow.
so that it could fit all my
I love the
spices.
smell.
It smells like Indian at the moment because we just did Indian.
Oh, interesting.
But, you know, because
Wow.
when you put those things away, they're very strong.
But they make you
But it's
healthy. Yes, well, thank you.
So that's the pantry. But that was
Oh, and the fridge.
Yeah, and
It's hidden.
yeah, and it's got the freezer on that
The
side.
freezer.
Yeah.
What kind of ice cream do you like?
Coffee.
My favorite too.
Coffee ice cream.
Coffee ice cream for
Yeah,
sure.
that's the trend of the day.
Oh, I didn't know.
Soy is not.
It's not anymore?
No, it's oat milk.
It's called oat milk?
Doing oat milk or cashew milk.
What is
Yeah,
that?
it's this.
Can you
The
show?
oat milk is very healthy, and it froths in coffee.
Oh.
And everybody is using this as an alternative milk.
The view is beautiful here. I think you said you had to extend
Yes,
the garden road.
the garden was smaller, and it sort of ended about here, and there was a walkway between the two sides. So we had to build a retaining wall and expand the yard this way, and then put a fence up so that the young children couldn't come through.
Oh, that's right. So you have
Yeah.
the fenced pool.
Yeah.
Well, we just
But
put
my
it
favorite place to rest is over here on the hammock.
That's his favourite spot.
Oh, let's check it out.
And take
That's
an
his
afternoon
nap.
nap.
So that's your favorite spot,
So this
right?
is my favorite spot,
Lie down.
to read a
Show
book
what you do.
and lie down and have a
Saturday and Sunday, that's where you find him.
There you go.
And it
With a
swings,
little
right?
rest.
He has like a
it.
he has
That's the
a
best time
a
spending.
speaker for his music from his phone, and he puts it on and he just swings himself up and down.
Wow.
Nap time.
Why not, right? It's such a cool place to stay at.
I know.
So what, Caroline, do you do while David swings here?
Well, most of the time, I'm either cooking in the kitchen, or I'm, maybe playing on the computer or doing something with the dog.
We should check out your favorite place now.
On my TV room. Yes, let's check that out.
Let's go.
Stay,
Good girl. Stay.
stay. Yeah. Maggie's in her bed.
How old is Maggie?
1.
Oh, she's 1 year old.
Yeah.
1 year old.
She's just 1.
Oh, she's a baby.
She is.
She's happy.
Ah.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
So you have this.
Yeah, tartan. It's
Tartan.
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 Yeah, so I picked a lot of different tartan things, and that's also, the houndstooth is also a very sort of English looking fabric. So,
And the pictures.
well, the pictures are all hunting sea. Yeah.
Interesting. So that's your favorite place to stay.
Well, I love to go to England. Yeah, I do. So for me, it kind of like, it feels very personal. Yeah.
So you're back.
Yeah, and it's cozy, and I always wanted to kind of like make it that kind of a, usually in if you have a library in England, it's a small room, and it's usually sort of, it's very colourful and has a lot of furniture. And the reason I did this table was because everybody was always sitting and putting their feet up.
Oh.
So I decided that I'll just put a tray in the middle, and it's soft. You can put your feet up here on the table, and it doesn't matter.
Wow.
So that's why I did it like that, so everybody can do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can fit a lot of people.
That's true.
Okay, here's our gym. Let me show it to you.
Let's go.
Gym, so that we can exercise on cold mornings in the winter without having to go outside.
Nice.
It's nice to watch a little TV and exercise for half an hour and start your day strong.
I love it. That's a great attitude.
Start
Start me up.
Start me up.
The English too, right?
Exactly right. Sure.
That's what
Absolutely.
made me think of it.
Maggie?
So we don't use it as much as we should, but we do the best we can.
I think the fact that you have it is already a lot.
I use it. I'd rather use this. I'd rather come in here and use this than go to the actual gym.
I agree.
Because
These
also,
days.
today, going to a gym, they're closed down for 7 months already.
I know.
So, I mean, at least you're not going to get COVID in here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you, my dear friends, for this wonderful tour of your beautiful house. We really loved it a lot. Good ecology and low crime rate. Palm trees, quite clean streets. Beverly Hills is a perfect city for a family life.